David, you took I hate to bring up bad memories, but you took a pretty vicious hit your freshman year at Iowa. It was on the targeting call. And, as targeting is such a big topic in today's game, probably will continue to be. I guess since you've taken hits like that before, is it encouraging to you to see that, like, Commissioner Delaney and the head of officiating are placing such an emphasis on it?
Yeah, it's important, player safety, obviously, but it is a physical game, and accidents, stuff like, I don't think the guy intentionally hit me in the head at all, and rarely do I think the accidents that occur are intentional, but the safety is needed. So, the targeting and things like that are good rules that help our game, make it safer, make it more friendly for young kids to play as well, and if they can see professionals, college guys hitting the right way, then maybe it'll change the next generation of hitters, and the head injuries will be less, and ultimately make the game safer for everybody. So, I've experienced it. I woke up in the locker room at Kinnick, even though I walked off the field in my own power, so that stuff's scary. I understand that side of it as well. But yeah, good rules, and it's good to see the leaders of our conference saying that as well.
David, can you touch on both your personal and team goals for this upcoming year?
Yeah, I think team goals for Purdue start with, of course, you want to achieve a bowl game or above 500 season, and we've got a long way to go. We've struggled in the past, and those are end goals. But I think team goals can be set daily, where it's, okay, we need to get better at third down today, or we need to get better at this X, and X today, that we can achieve daily goals. Because if you set this end goal and you don't achieve it, then you're crushed at the end of the year. But if you set daily goals and improve every single day, then you let the chips fall where they may and figure it out at the end of the season. So for me, I want to be the best leader I can for this team. A team individual goal I'd love to have would be a captain of this team, and whatever the yards or touchdowns say at the end of the year, I don't have a number in mind, because with Rom, the sky's the limit. You never know, you could get benched week 3 if you don't play well.
What did it mean to you to be the one that gave the speech today to watch it?
Yeah, it was just an honor to. It meant a lot to my name, my family name, and I knew I had to represent Purdue well. I know it's a big deal at the luncheon, watching players pass do it. And ultimately, I didn't want it ever to be about me giving it. That it was a great opportunity for me to share a message that was close to my heart and glorify God ultimately.
Who were some guys who have stood out this summer?
The biggest standout, thank you so much, to me, honestly, has probably been Keyron Catlett, a slot receiver from Kentucky. I think he can come in and make an impact. Isaac Zico's been a great player too so far. Steinmetz looks the part at tackles, so at least those are guys on offense that have come in and certainly helped us.
What is it about Catlett? Because Brown said the same thing.
He's shifty. He catches the ball well. He's got strong hands. He's bigger than he looks, and he's tough. You can tell there's some fight in him, and it's not always the size of the dog in the fight, right? It's the size of the fight in the dog, and he's got some fight to him.
Brown had mentioned, wanting to go vertical and getting the players in to do that. Do you feel like you have that? I feel like you would know a little bit more than the coaches at this point.
Yeah, they try to watch from windows or however far away they can watch from, because they're not allowed on the field with us. But yeah, we are kind of the messengers to those guys. I think we're getting there. It's going to take some scheme, but we don't have any straight burner guys or home run hitters, but we have enough where we're going to be able to, if not push the ball down the field, we can beat you intermediately, and then those guys make a guy miss or something. So, Coach Brom said it. We still got to improve a little bit there, but those guys are working their tail off and giving everything they have. So we'll give it a shot, that's for sure.
And how much fun are you having with this type of an offense? I mean, it's completely pass happy and quarterback friendly. So.
When a flea flicker and double reverse pass are on your one-word play calls where you can go 100 miles an hour, it's incredibly fun to play in. Makes it some excitement around the program, and it'll definitely be fun to watch.
What are some priorities for camp for the team?
I think diving into the football knowledge side of it, because we haven't been able to have all those meetings that you get during camp. We haven't been able to have the coaches on the field with us. But when you can live football for a month in August, you really learn the playbook, and you really take that next step and, okay, this is what we want to do when they do this to us. And I think that's the next step for us, for our whole team, because we are a little inexperienced. We don't have the same receivers. I mean, that's okay. That's the beauty of it. So,
from the end of the IU game until now, what's been the biggest difference or the biggest improvement you've made in your own game?
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that I've had to work on is my feet. My feet in my passing game. All quarterbacks' passes start with their feet. So whether it's stepping up into the pocket because I'm not as tall as other guys, rather than drifting back and seeing color and flashing and then throwing off my back foot. Coach Brom has done a fantastic job seeing some flaws in my game fundamentally that have helped me by watching the tape last year. Like, not even watching the spring tape, watching the tape last year that helped me as a better passer. So I grew on it towards the end of the spring, and then also throughout the summer, things I've worked on.
You were able to go to the Manning Academy this summer, both on a personal level and athletically. What were the biggest takeaways from that camp for you?
Yeah, so personal, I think, was how generous the Mannings are with their time and knowledge towards everybody. They didn't care who it was asking questions. They'd give anybody the answer they thought was fit. They treated everybody well with respect, and to them it was about the people who make football great, not the passes or the touchdowns or whatever. And so that was huge. And then we talked some schemes, some different things, and just how important every aspect of the game was, whether it's your snap count or your third down preparation or how you prepare, different things like that. And that was a lot about what Peyton and Eli talked about that I can take with me back to Purdue.
I messed up earlier. I wasn't recording when I asked the question. Can I give you some more questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
So along those lines,
Yeah.
that Bruce Feldman mentioned you in his Elite 11 camp.
Right.
How big was that Elite 11 camp for you back when you were trying to get on the mark nationally?
The Manning camp and the Elite 11 they challenge you at the Elite 11. They say, do you love football or do you love what football brings you? And those are by far the two coolest things that football's ever brought me. Being able to go and learn from the Mannings and then from Dilfer's staff and be out there in Oregon at Football Heaven and Nike. And being able to see the other quarterbacks, the 5-star guys, when I'm a little lowly 2 or 3 star at 6 foot tall, and see them and be able to compete with them on the same stage, and kind of let my competitive nature known to the public. I'm not going to lose just because you're a 5. Like, we're going to compete, and that's the way I kind of see things. And so that was really cool to be out there with them and learn from that whole experience. It made me a better player. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of attention, and then meeting guys like Feldman, getting for his book and all that stuff. It's just been a blessing.
Now, people saw today that as talented as you are as a football player, you're more than that. And I think part of that is the mission work you've done in the off season. Talk about how that's helped you grow as a leader, to help you grow as a man as well.
The perspective from that you gain from walking into an orphanage of 45 kids and seeing how many people are much happier with a bigger smile on their face, enjoying life more when their circumstances are by far worse than you, because I get to play football as my game, my job, my game. And it's humbling, and it puts things in perspective. I wish everybody could experience it. It really is special.
Now, I know you hate losing, so I'm cautious asking this, but the way that last season ended for you, how does your faith help you deal with that adversity? Because as a competitor, I know you hate how this ended, but how does your faith help you?
I like to tell people that as a quarterback of the team, I like when the responsibility falls on my shoulders, because I know I'm founded in something that's never going to fade. And things like the trips to South Africa at the orphanage, where the kids don't care if I throw 5 touchdowns or 5 interceptions. It's a great reminder to me that does the guy who I'm here to serve. If I, at the end of the day, it's about bringing honor and praise to His name, and that's what I believe. And that's a great reminder for me.
Thank you for your time twice today. Appreciate it.
David, can you just touch on playing at a school like Purdue that has had such a legacy with the quarterbacks, the cradle of quarterbacks, and what that means to you personally to be able to play at Purdue with those expectations?
Yeah, following in the footsteps of guys like Breeze and Orton and Painter, and as far back as Greasy and Dawson. I mean, what an honor to follow the paths that they've laid for me. There's connections there, and they reach out and make sure we know we're not alone. When we're starting quarterback in their shoes. And, it really is special to be a part of such lineage and tradition. And you think about it every time you walk into the meeting room. You think about it when you're in the indoor facility, when you have All-Americans looking down on you, and there's all 4 quarterbacks on the wall looking right at you. And it's like, wow, what an honor to put this P on my helmet where other great quarterbacks have at the same time. So we take our job very seriously, and want to prepare and make them proud, honestly.
Mm-hmm. You
Got about 10 minutes.
Okay.
You talked about improving your footwork over the off season. Obviously, you've still got a number of weeks until the season starts. What are some things you would like to continue to improve on, or areas in your game you think need the most improvement from here on out?
That's a great question. We got to get better as a team at throwing the deep ball. If we're going to hit some deep balls, we got to throw them quite a bit. And it starts with the quarterbacks, giving our guy a chance. And then playmakers going and get it. We just got to hit some deep balls quite a bit better. And that means that we're getting press coverage, hitting it between 30 and 34 yards. And if we're getting off coverage, hitting it between 40 and 44 yards. Just grasping the concepts of how to throw the deep ball well. And I think that will help us a ton when the season comes around.
Have you seen some of the younger guys that are coming in? Obviously, you lost Bilal Marshall and you lost D'Angelo Yancey. How are some of those younger guys stepping up?
Yeah, we've got some JUCO transfers that have come in and competed for positions, which is good. And we've got some old guys that are back that are leading those rooms. And then I think, a standout young freshman, Kieron Catlett from Kentucky has come in and done a fantastic job for us, making plays. And people are just competing and doing an awesome job for us in our room.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.